Welcome back. This week I dropped into the chaotic world of Off the Grid, a 3-player team battle royale with high stake extraction twists. Think intense firefights, slick movement and heart-pounding extraction moments, but also some frustration if you're not fully prepared. Is the game worth jumping into, or will it leave you raging at your screen? Let's break it all down. At its core, Off the Grid is a mix of looting, fighting and extracting, a 60-player battle royale. You drop in with nothing but a pistol, scavenge for gear and augments, and face off against enemy squads while chasing two objectives, survival and extractions. The pacing keeps you on edge, especially when the circle closes in, forcing tighter engagements. But where Off the Grid really stands out for me is the extraction mechanic, which adds a layer of high-stakes strategy. Hex extractions are where the magic and stress happens. Hexes are high-value items found in crates that contain weapons, skins and augments. Extracting them isn't easy though. You'll need to head to a specific extractor point, where triggering the extraction starts a countdown visible to everyone on the map. This means defending your position while the timer ticks down, knowing every squad nearby is gunning for your loot. These moments are chaotic, intense, and honestly, some of the most fun you'll have in the game. So what are augments though? Augments are one of Off the Grid's most exciting features. Grappling hooks, invisibility, leg mortars, you name it. They add a ton of strategy to the combat, but let's be real, some augments are just better. Unless you're lucky enough to find top tier augments or call in a custom loadout mid-game, you might spend a lot of time looting and a little time fighting. Teamwork makes or break your experience in Off the Grid. Early game deaths aren't too punishing. You can respawn automatically as long as a teammate stays alive. But late game revives, those are going to cost you cash and are limited to specific points, which ramps up the stakes. Unfortunately, random squads often get steamrolled by coordinated teams, and if you spawn solo in a 3-player game, well, good luck with that. Combat and movement are Off the Grid's strong suits. The grappling hook is an absolute game changer, and the map's vertical design allows for creative plays and intense firefights. But here's the catch: poor optimization. Frame rate drops and packet loss can turn what would be thrilling moments into frustrating ones. And let's not forget the matchmaking, or lack thereof. Random solo spawns in a toon-based game is a recipe for chaos, and not the good time. The map itself does deserve credit though. It's varied with hotspots for early fights, quieter zones for looting. The verticality makes for dynamic engagements, keeping you on your toes. But again, the lack of matchmaking means you might spawn solo against squads, which isn't exactly a fair fight that most of us are looking for, regardless of where you try and hide. So, is Off the Grid worth your time? It has moments of brilliance. The hex extraction, augments and vertical combat make for some genuinely thrilling gameplay. But it's not without its flaws. Optimization issues, grind-heavy progression and brutal learning curve for newcomers will probably hold it back. I'd recommend it, but with caveats. Make sure your PC can handle it and that you're prepared for a challenge. If you've got a squad ready and love high stakes gameplay, it's worth giving a shot. Now let's talk about the Web3 aspect. Off the Grid introduces blockchain-based gameplay with its AVAX powered economy. Hex rewards, extracted hexes, contain weapons, cosmetics stored on chain. The marketplace, a peer-to-peer system, lets you trade items using the gun token. And the Pro Pass gives you boosted gun earnings and extra drops, as a clear advantage for dedicated players. The Web3 elements add depth for those who care, but they're optional enough that casual players won't feel left out. Let me know in the comments, does Off the Grid sound like your kind of battle royale, or the caveats too much of a deal breaker? Don't forget to like and subscribe and stay tuned for more game reviews. And remember, today we game.